begin on this Monday with Larry Nassar sentenced for a third time for sexually abusing gymnasts under his care. The judge telling him he will serve between 40 and 125 years in prison for crimes in Eaton County. The judge said she's not convinced he knows what he did was wrong, that he's clearly in denial, and that he robbed women and girls of their trust. Let's go live to Charlotte in Eaton County now. Dozens of survivors shared their stories in court over the past few weeks, and Jim Kurtzner was there today when the judge threw the book at Nassar. Jim.
The Nassar survivor who brought this case out into the open a year and a half ago was here and now calls this the worst sex scandal in U.S. history. We're going to hear from her in a minute. Nassar said the same thing he did at a previous sentencing today.
It's impossible to convey the depth and breadth of how sorry I am to each and every one involved. The visions of your testimonies will forever be present in my thoughts.
The judge in this case said Nassar lived a pamper, high-class lifestyle, will now spend the rest of his life in prison. The assistant attorney general said that while 65 victims spoke here or submitted written statements, the total number who have come forward is 265.
But I am not convinced that you truly understand that what you did was wrong and the devastating impact that you have had on the victims, their families, and friends.
The judge also said Nassar was able to get away with his criminal sexual conduct for 25 years. He betrayed not just the victims, but the trust and authority placed with him.
You are a doctor. You took an oath to do no harm, and you have harmed over 256 women, and that is beyond comprehension.
Rachel Denhollander told her story in September of 2016 that led to Nassar finally being charged. She says her new mission is Michigan State University and the people who enabled Nassar.
They could have taken responsibility for what happened on their watch. They could have contributed to the healing of these women. And instead, at every turn, they have twisted words. They have refused to answer questions. They have put institutional protectionism ahead and above the souls of little children.
From here, Nassar will go to federal prison to serve his first 60-year term, the location to be determined. In Charlotte, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Jim, thank you. Let's take a look now at the sentences for Larry Nassar's various crimes. Once again, in Eaton County today, the judge hit him with 40 to 125 years. In Ingham County last month, Nassar was sentenced to serve 40 to 175 years for sexually abusing girls and young women in that county who were under his medical care. And in December, a federal judge sentenced him to serve 60 years in prison on child porn charges. He'll serve that federal sentence first. Nassar's 54 years old, so he may never even get to serve in Michigan's prison system before he dies. The New York Times reports the FBI took a year to look into the sexual assault allegations against Nassar. The Times says USA Gymnastics told the FBI about Nassar in July of 2015. During that time, at least 40 girls and women said Nassar sexually abused them over a 14-month period, but Nassar wasn't exposed until 2016.